Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Okay, apparently I think we're live now. So,
Cool.
well, thank you for tuning in. I have a special guest. I have Kevin from My Mods, and I'm currently interviewing him at CES 2020, and I wanted to, see how it's going over there. I've never been, but he's currently there. So, how's it going there?
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. I'm actually so that's Jonathan Lightman,
Oh, hey.
Lightwood. He builds PCs with us here,
Oh,
but we're actually sitting at the Auris suite, just taking actually pretty much because it's the last day. Everybody's breaking down and closing up and kind of trying to wrap things up. But before they do that, I wanted to show you at least a tour around the Auris room quickly. Again, before they do that. So give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna actually stand up here and walk over and show you guys what we got going on.
okay.
So, let me switch this over for you here. What they have on display, obviously, is their new products. But on top of that, they have all of these different builds that are on display from various modders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, oh yeah. So here, we'll go down the line up here. The first one here is actually Mod My Mods. We built this one. This is the green machine, as we call it.
Okay.
As you can see, and it's quite green, but it's featuring the new Auris water blocks, the 2080 RTX
Mm-hmm.
with the Water Force Auris block in the back there. I think that's a Z390 Water
Okay.
Force. Um,
Nice.
but that's actually just one of the PCs that are on display here. Obviously, supporting the latest and greatest Thermaltake RGB stuff paired up with the Auris gear. The other build that we got here is the Gone Fishing build that we were working on. This is actually Joe's PC. Um, that also is featuring Gigabyte software as well, Gigabyte hardware, as well as some water cooling parts from AlphaCool
Mm-hmm.
to make it actually look the way that it does. Um, so the builds that are here, this one here, is built by our good guy Kalen, who's from Envious Mods, and this this thing is just
Yeah, that name sounds
completely
familiar.
tricked out. And, yeah, he's a incredible modder that's in very popular in the community and does all sorts of crazy work by hand. So a
Wow.
lot of this stuff has been either hand done or by a CNC machine and then finished up uh,
Looks really
by
nice.
hand. Thanks. Um, the last one that we have here is the Stefan Landry from Modders Inc., who is also doing builds for them as well, but also put together something pretty crazy for the Auris suite here. As you can see, they all sorts of crazy custom vinyl work, paint
Mm-hmm.
work, all sorts of stuff going on in here. Again, supporting all of the latest and greatest Auris stuff. Now down here, you actually have three or four different builds that are on display, and these are community builds.
Okay.
So these are actually just random people that have come to bring their PCs to show off what they can do. This is actually Tristan's build. Tristan's here. Say hi, Tristan. um, Tristan actually put this guy together here, and it is just, I mean, incredible. And again, these are just people that build computers and like to do that. So, or just kind of wanted to show off, the difference between people that get probably paid to do it, and then other people that just actually enjoy it as a
Hobby.
hobby or as
That's
being
nice.
an enthusiast. But I mean, it's kind of hard to tell on the surface here because the camera and the lighting in here is pretty bunk.
Yeah.
However, this is a monochromatic. No, what is it? It's like a pearlescent paint. So pretty much as you move around, there you go. It's
Okay.
crazy
Oh, okay.
sparkly. It's incredible. So pretty much all the way around the case, and as you move all the way around the case, it's nuts.
Huh.
Um, but he put that on display here, along with the other build that's down here. Again, supporting the latest and greatest Aura stuff. This is actually
Huh.
built by our good friend Jason Proctor, paired up with our buddy Ishmael from Killer Mods. Uh, it's it's crazy. They're
Right in the
AIOs.
back.
There's Yeah, exactly. Two AIOs jammed on the back there. which is kind of crazy. And obviously all the custom work done to it. The other one that's over here is actually another good friend of ours, Aubrey, from Bleederhead, who's got this crazy concept build. All of the tubing actually is all glass, so it's all blown by hand, and she actually did
Oh
all of
wow.
this herself. Yeah, it's incredible. Actually, if you see that fitting, that's a stop plug. I
Oh.
mean, that's isn't that cool looking? I mean, it looks like a jet engine or something. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't know, something I've
That is
never
a.
seen before. Um, but they, again, community builds, people that are just enthusiasts, that want to
Hmm.
share their stuff. And then you met Jonathan earlier, our good friend from France, Canada. I mean Quebec,
Yeah.
Montreal, who put this beauty together. Now, again, the colors and everything are very, very hard to tell in here. But again, this is another pearlescent, complete, just
Yeah.
crazy colored build. So as you walk around this thing, it changes colors. Yeah, you can see kind of on the edge there, it's a little green and it moves around, but put together on display because it's his own, you know?
Hmm.
It was kind of cool to be able to show off not only, professional builds, but as well as community builds
Yeah. Like
too.
you can do this
Um,
yourself.
yeah, exactly.
So
So
the people don't get intimidated. That's nice.
that's okay. It's okay, John. It's okay. You can walk in front of my shop. It's okay. So along with these builds over here, the one that's actually torn down. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. There's one that's kind of, sort of, almost torn down over here.
Oh.
This is also built by our buddy Stefan Landry at Modders Inc. Um,
Hmm.
I think it's still. Oh, it's not even plugged in anymore. But basically, this is a View 71 case. It's been, again, highly customized and whatnot, showing off all the water cooling parts and the various components from Auris and Thermaltake. But along with all of that, as you can see, we're kind of in the process of picking up. They also had all of their new hardware, such as the motherboards. You have the various water block. The new one over here. This is I think this is the
Oh.
TRX.
Oh, that does
I
also
think that's.
chipset too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
It's like
it's
step
it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice, and it also
the
apparently
M.2.
it looks like it does the M.2 as
Yeah.
well. So
That's my guess.
that's that's pretty cool. They also have this crazy thing, 8 terabyte four-way M.2 SSD Caddy, pretty much. So you
Wow.
can slam 8 M.2s on there to total up to 8 terabytes worth of space. So that's kind of nuts. Um, their Waterforce
That's a cool looking block.
new graphic card, yep, that they got going here. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of like it, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I'm not entirely sure how I
Well,
feel about it,
I've never
but
been a full fan of the just kind of the basic uh, nickel plated block with just a huge acrylic, clear piece of acrylic on it. I don't think that's
yeah,
as nice. I like something that looks a little bit more different, a little bit artistic.
yeah, absolutely. I would agree with you because it seems, I don't know. It seems to me that there's a lot of plastic on top of
Yeah,
stuff now.
exactly.
But basically, what else you got? As you can see, we're trying to get stuff taken care of and put away here. But
Okay,
they have their monitors and their laptops and all that type of stuff that was set up here.
okay.
Um, we had the pleasure of hanging out with them quite a bit, and
Is
also
Matt
hanging
there?
out. I do not see him.
Ah,
He's probably missing. But again, we're all crazy busy, so
okay, that's
everybody's
understandable.
running in and out of this place like it's a fire sale. Everything
Okay.
goes.
Well, I did have a few questions I wanted to ask you before I let you go.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so what are the top three things you've seen at CES that you liked?
Let's see. Top three things. Top
Hmm.
three things. Let's see here. I'm gonna set you down, and hopefully this camera will fix itself.
It's a little dark, but
Um, yeah, I'm hoping the. Come on, camera, work for me
yeah, the
here.
light's behind you. Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
better.
So Thermaltake has their new software that they just debuted, the Rgb software, for their new fans. They're called the Neon fans.
Okay.
Um, and I know if you're not necessarily a fan of RGB, but I know that you are.
Yeah.
Um, the the fans that they have four different controllable sections on the fan that you can
Okay.
actually program. And the software actually plays similar to a timeline. So you
Okay.
have different, you can go frame by frame and
Okay.
adjust it and change it and do all sorts of craziness with the new software.
Yeah, I think I saw like
Um,
a little bit of it.
it,
Like it seems more complex than our very basic software that I played with last week.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I think everyone agrees that the first thermal take software that they had, the RGB stuff, was
Mm-hmm.
pretty terrible. It was very buggy. It didn't necessarily always work well. However, this newer version kind of gives me a little bit of hope because it looks good. You know, I'm hoping that with the new fans and the way that they're doing that type of setup, may change. How that actually works with other companies
That'll
as
be
well.
neat. Maybe do you know if it's compatible with the older fans or?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay,
I honestly
I'll
haven't
need to
looked
check
yet.
that out.
I would imagine probably specific just to the neon fans right now, because that's what they're kind of pushing
Mm-hmm.
for the new year. Um, what else did we see? Oh, the different style tubing.
Acid
Thermaltake has
dip.
some. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that
Thermaltake's
too.
got some tubing and whatnot. Look kind of cool.
One of the cool
Um,
things I've noticed, like I was looking through it, some of the videos, and they have like
mhm.
a adjustable outlet GPU block. That seemed kind of interesting.
It's very chunky.
It does look a little bit
However,
beefy.
it does look kind of cool. It does have like 260-degree rotary, um, like fittings on the top. It's kind of hard to describe without you showing
Yeah,
it
I
to
think
you.
I
You
have.
know,
Yeah, hold on.
um, but it has the logo like right slammed in your face. I don't know. I mean, I guess most stuff does, but like even the Auris motherboards and whatnot aren't crazy logo heavy, I guess. And like this block is literally the logo.
Hmm.
This little thing is like the logo slammed on a water block. Um, However, again, I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was like a neat concept on how to make a GPU block adapter that like kind of universal, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it's a definitely different approach this than your
Yeah.
standard. Like, and I thought that was kind of creative. It did look chunky, but I like creativity. That kind of gets the ball rolling on new ideas. So what else did you see? That's number one.
Let's see. I'm trying to think because there's a lot of different things. Lee and Lee has these crazy snap together fans.
Oh, with the little
Um,
pins,
oh well, yeah, they like kind of slide
cableless. Yeah.
together. Yeah, they're cableless and they're like snap together and whatnot, and you can daisy chain up to four of them together. Um, which is I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was kind of neat. Um, let's see. EK has this new fluid that's like clear, I guess. It's like a hazy clear.
Okay.
That's supposed to be like an ice colored fluid,
Mhm.
which kind of looked kind of cool. Like I was kind of impressed with that. Just because like sometimes it can be hard to get that color fluid, so I was impressed with the shade of it. Although it may have been altered just for the show,
Okay.
it was like a frosty color, which was kind of cool. Um, Patriot Viper had a bunch of new memory, had RGB M.2
Mhm.
that actually had like a different setup. So it was like digital RGB, but you could actually make it do paths and
Okay.
do patterns with it, which was kind of neat. Um,
Did you
I'm
see
trying
the
to think what
did you see that
else.
Corsair case with the LEDs like mounted directly to the glass that looked like they were just kind of hanging out there?
Yes. Concept.
Yeah, of course.
I thought. I thought it was cool. Obviously, you can always improve. However, it was very cool how it integrated directly into the Corsair software,
Mhm.
as well as there weren't very many wires, which I
Yeah.
was kind of surprised at.
Yeah, it looked
Uh,
like it was just hanging out there, but I mean, they have to have really, really small
I mean, you're
wires.
talking
Yeah.
really, really small. But I did find out that it is only specific to that particular case.
Mhm.
And I honestly don't know if they'll be expanding the lineup.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a
I
proof of
will say,
concept, from what I hear.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was proof of concept, but I thought it was, again, a good concept. I thought it was cool. Um, they had a couple of builds on display that were pretty snazzy. Um, the one cool thing, I don't know if you play with the controller and that type of thing, but if you know anything about what Corsair has been doing and how they picked up Scuff Gaming,
Mm-hmm.
those controllers, they actually had the custom crazy one of a kind Porsche GT3 controller
Huh.
on sale. Well, not on sale, but on display, um, which is actually like custom wrapped in leather and has hand stitching on it, and it's weighted, and the buttons are brushed aluminum,
Wow.
and ball bearings for like the inside with the thumb controls and stuff. It was, I mean, that for me, because I'm a car guy, I thought that was pretty cool. Um,
Oh, did you hear
Trying to
that
think.
they now integrate Asus with
Hmm.
IQ Software?
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully they'll do
Congrats.
move on to other ones. I'm pretty much a
Hopefully,
gigabyte
hopefully.
type of guy, so I haven't tried it out myself. I have a ASRock board and I have 2 gigabyte boards
Yep.
myself. So
To be honest with you, yeah, we haven't really worked with them, so
yeah,
as you can see,
yeah,
uh, kind of
yeah,
kind of in the same boat there.
yeah.
Um,
Ask Matt about that.
okay, yeah, see what he says. See what he says.
Okay. So what were like the
Um,
things that you thought that were kind of like meh or a complete flop or like why the hell were they thinking at CES?
um, Complete flop. Hmm, Complete flop. You know, to be honest with you, I haven't really seen any complete flops
Like
yet.
something that you're just like, oh, that's not going to work, or like things, or you didn't even like. I mean,
Things that I didn't even like.
I don't think things
You
will
know, I mean,
explode.
it's a crazy environment here. So it's like a lot of things that are coming out. Yeah, actually, we were kind of talking about, we were having a discussion about it the other week. Um, CES is that type of show where every year something new doesn't always come out,
Yeah.
right? And so like I think we're in that lull period where not everything is incredible and nothing's really new. It's all kind of really the same, or it's still unpolished,
Hmm.
I guess you could say. You know, like a lot of the products that were on display was stuff that you've seen either at Computex or maybe last CES or something like that. Um, and I don't know, AIOs frustrate me. Besides that, everybody and their mom's making an AIO. Everybody and their mom's doing RGB. Um, these crazy cases that are coming out, like the Cougar case and the Torque case, and who's got this crazy case? Um, Lian Lee has a crazy case. Thermaltake now has a crazy case. I mean, I like that they have these crazy cases, but it's like you're now changing it to be something different.
Yeah.
It's not building PCs or anything anymore, but it's actually it's art, and art can get expensive, but it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like these like $1,000 plus cases and whatnot are like, okay, hey, wait, don't go away. I'm joined by two other famous people,
Oh,
Mr.
hey,
Joe
stranger.
G, the owner himself, and the infamous
Hey.
Brony. So
Hey.
we are all here.
So
Uh,
where's the lanyard?
where's the lanyard? Actually, it's back at the shop. Yeah, no. Well, no, not back at the shop. It's actually back at the hotel room.
Okay.
That thing was pretty rugged. You did a good job on forcing everything because that thing went through hell and back and was fine.
Okay.
I mean, I bent those, like, bent the hell out
Hmm.
of those connectors and those pins and those wires and whatnot, and it actually did really well. Had a very good impact on a lot of people, but that's something, obviously we'll have to talk about when we get back.
Okay.
Um, it was really good. A lot of people were interested. A lot of people want to know and want to see what it's really all about. And again, I think big things coming up, so I think it should be good. Should be good. The DAC was a hit on everybody. So
Yeah. Actually, I just want to do quickly show people what we're talking about.
sure, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sorry I don't have it with me. I ended up packing it, wrapping it. Oh, hey, there's another famous guy. Two famous people actually. Yeah, and he's like, no, no, I mean, you got Envia's
So
random 2K4 designs that just walked in. The one that created the white PC, and
1 second.
I don't know if you've seen the X-wing.
I
Uh,
did. What was who's
yeah,
was that
that, that's Stefan
Alpha
actually, and
Cool?
yeah, it was an L.
Yeah.
That X incredible, and honestly, the photos don't do it any justice
Yeah.
because it is freaking huge. It's 6 by 6, so I mean, just
That's
it's
gigantic.
nuts. Yeah, it's huge. It's crazy. So.
So that wasn't the only thing I saw at Water or Alpha Cool. Alpha Cool, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Yeah, they have some cool stuff. The crazy 3 screen thing, the Red Bull build that had the PC on the back of it.
well, didn't you have a display there?
Yeah, and then we had the display there as well. We had
Yeah.
2 PCs that we had. So we
Oh,
had the Gone Fishing build and the Tree of Life.
okay.
So,
Yeah, I think. Did you see the Paul Hardware video? He actually showed that Tree of Life
oh, I
build
did.
as well as the your fluid. So
Oh,
and it's funny.
well, that's kind of cool.
My
I
little
didn't know that.
board did a little cameo on it. So like there's no like I'm like thought he would mention it, but he didn't. But like he was really focused on your fluid and your build. So I would check that
That's
out. It
awesome.
was pretty cool. I'm like, oh
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Yeah, we're working on the water. We're working on the fluid. We're trying to make that
oh yeah,
a fluid thing. Okay. But we're actually got pieces left to put together for the complete water system, but hopefully by the end of next month
okay,
we'll be we'll be up and running completely.
okay,
But we're just trying to offer an American-made fluid
okay.
that you can buy in the States.
Yeah, you don't have to ship it all the way across the world. Um,
Yeah,
well, why don't you
or
tell
you
us a little bit
can.
about? Well, yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about Mod by Mods for the people that might not be familiar?
Sure, absolutely. We're basically the mom and pop shop of custom computers. So if you think of Pimp My Ride or making your car custom or anything custom, it's pretty much what we end up doing. We offer services and parts that are basically for custom building water cooled PCs. Um, we also sell all sorts of other things such as pins, connectors, wire, sleeving, all sorts of stuff. But mostly it's the customization that we're in for. We sell the parts to offer you guys the ability to do it yourself. Um, the PCs that we build, anyone can build. But we wanted to offer parts that you can use, that we know, that we can back, that we know will work. Um, but on top of that, we also offer the custom services like powder coating and different. We can do platings and we can do custom designs on CNC and all sorts of stuff. But we are from Mod My Mods, and make sure you check us out at Mod My Mods. Again, Dorn from Celerity has been fantastic. We work with, so if you're looking to buy a DAC, you can definitely get it right off of our website. And yeah, absolutely. If you need
Okay,
anything, you obviously know where to find us. And if you end up messaging Mod My Mods, you're probably going to talk to me.
okay,
So it's a small business, and we like to take care of our customers.
okay. Do you want to give a quick shout out to whoever sponsored you to get that
Oh,
that nice
absolutely.
case?
Yeah, that would be great. Again, it wouldn't be possible with basically Gigabyte, Auris, Thermaltake, Alpha Cool. Who else was there? EVGA helped us out. Be Quiet also.
Hmm.
They were great. Cat and Be Quiet is fantastic. Obviously, you, Dorn, Celerity, sponsored some parts here as well. I just want to make sure that I got everybody. Dark Side Cable Modding, Mayhem's Fluid, uh, Thermaltake. Yeah, I got that one. I got that one. This was there.
Hey,
Well, I think that's it. But if I did forget you, I'm sorry. Please let me know. Yell at me later.
yeah, I kind of
I
put you on
apologize.
the spot, so there's a lot
Yeah,
of
you
them.
really did. I'm like, I don't have my list. Oh my goodness. Oh
Oh,
well. But thanks again for
okay.
having me on, Dorn. I appreciate it.
Oh no, thank you very much for taking the time. I mean, you guys have been really busy. I know it's crazy out there, and
Oh
really
yeah.
thank you for taking the time to do this. They do have a YouTube channel, Mod by Mods, that he also runs. He does an awesome job at that stuff. I'm He's much better
Thanks.
than I am at it.
I
And
wouldn't go that far.
if you want to check out his channel, I'll put it in the description. Please subscribe to mine if you want to, hear more weird content like this. Hopefully, I can get you here on site to do a couple more, live streams. But thank you very much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem, man. Again, thanks for having me, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in, guys.